Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Willville in Carlingford. I'm here in this beautiful, beautiful part of the world, and I'm here to show you this lovely property which is behind me, and we're going to do a little virtual viewing of it, if that's okay with you. So first let's talk about the location where we are. Okay, so Willville is a small residential suburb, if you like. It's more rural than suburban really, and it's very close. Its nearest village would be Carlingford medieval village. So Carlingford is about 10 minutes away, and Dundalk would be the nearest major town, which is about 20 minutes away. Okay, it's a really lovely spot because, as I say, it's a lovely mix between being convenient to a main town and also having a lovely sort of country feel. So you can see around me, fairly quiet setting, all of one-off houses. Okay, so this is the property that we're looking at. It's a semi-detached 4-bedroom bungalow, and what you're going to be saying as you go through this is, wow, it's bigger than I thought. So the property itself is set on a half-acre site. Let's have a look at it there. And it is also a complete refurbishment and extension, to the extent that in actual fact what was originally a sort of an early 1900s cottage doesn't really, there isn't really anything left of that. So it's effectively a build of about 15 to 20 years of age. A very fine looking house as well, very well maintained, in very good condition. So, oh, can you hear behind me? There's a lawnmower. It's a lovely morning, and everybody's out cutting their grass and so on. So now I'd like to take you inside and have a little look around. So here we are inside the property, and the thing that's going to strike you as we go through this property is how spacious it actually is. It really is what we'd call deceptively spacious, because there's so much space but also so much light inside. So this is the entrance hallway. It's lovely wide space. You can see you can even utilize this space. It's being used for some gaming there, and all of the accommodation is designed very nicely around this space. So I'm going to begin in here to the right, which is the living room. Now the living room is a lovely big space. It's a lovely square. I love the proportions of it. You can see there it's dual aspect, French doors leading out to the side of the house, which has a westerly aspect. Lovely open fire there, very smart setup. And then as we go around the room, you can just have a look there and see. I'm also told, because I see a little desk over there, if working from home is an important thing, that in the area it's possible to get very, very good broadband speed. So that's the room. I mean, you can see here there's a lovely big modular sofa here, and there's plenty room for it with room to spare. So that's the living room. I'm going to go on now to the left to look at 2 of the 4 bedrooms here. I love that in the hallway there's lovely light, lots of windows. There's the main bathroom. It's really big space. You can see there a separate shower. Very presentable, very clean, and also a lovely corner bath. So particularly for family needs, having that lovely big bath is a real bonus. Also lovely tile floor. Now we go on down here to the end of the house. This is a lovely room. Now you can see it's done out as bunks here. So you know, if bunk beds aren't needed, this is still a very good space. It probably feels deceptively narrow, I would say, but it's actually not, because it's really just because of the layout of it at the moment that it feels like that. This room also has dual aspect, lots of light. You can see there's a window at either side. Okay, and then we go on to the next. And next is this really lovely twin or double room. Again, very spacious. Always good to see space for a good big wardrobe there. It's a good big room, and as I say, it's laid out as a twin at the moment. The whole house is, the floor is finished in a variety of sort of clip flooring, which make it not only very practical, but also lovely and bright. Now, we'll go back down through this lovely wide hallway. I wanted to show you this as well. It's a little sort of centre courtyard space, if you like, in the middle of the house, which in the morning time would catch the sun. So a lovely little spot for your morning cup of tea. Now, on we go Next room, lovely, lovely, pretty room. I love that wallpaper. So this is a double, as you can see, a good space around it. It looks onto the back garden there. And then onto the next, the fourth, the main bedroom. Lovely room. Dual aspect here. So behind me here, French doors looking onto that little breakfast space that I mentioned, and then to the rear of the house also. That's a really fresh room there. Oh, and I should also point out behind the door there, space for wardrobe. So you see, very, very ample in terms of its space. So I want to show you the ensuite. So there you have it. Lovely space. So the next thing I want to show you is a lovely open plan room. Over here, we're into the kitchen. Lovely big. It's as deep as it's wide, as they say. Lovely room, double aspect. So lots and lots of storage and worktop space there. You have an integrated oven to the left, then electric hob with canopy going around, deep pot drawers. You're plumbed in the middle for a dishwasher, and you have your sink and then space for a fridge freezer. You can see there's space that's really sort of like an 8-seater dining table and plenty room for it. And then an archway leading through to the family room. This is it's TV room, it's many different things. It's really, as they say, whatever you need it for, but lovely sense of circulation around because you can easily access it from the kitchen if, for example, you have little ones who are playing, or if you just like to have a sociable space that's just a little bit removed from the dining. So that's the family room. Then we're going through to the utility. Very cleverly laid out there with stacking. To the left there is the hot press. And then we finish with guest toilet wash hand basin. Okay, tiled floor here in the utility and guest toilet. So let's have a little peep outside. Lovely back garden. It's estimated at about a half an acre, this site. So you can see here it's very much blank canvas. So you can either keep it as such or you can get your green fingers on and start to have a real look around. Important thing to point out to you is that there's only one room, that blue room with the bunk beds, that is actually attached to the neighbour's house. So in reality, it's more detached than semi-detached, but nonetheless important to point out that it is a semi-detached, but very, very little attachment, if you like. The garden, it's just so lovely. The house itself, very fresh, nothing to be done inside or outside of this property. And I think that the next buyer is going to have a lot of fun making it their own, albeit that there's nothing that they need to do with any great urgency. So I hope you have enjoyed this virtual viewing. For me, I love the property. We're just around the corner from Templetown Beach, that's a blue flag beach. And we're also just around the corner on the other side from Whitestown. Lovely beach there. Also Lily Finnegan's pub is there. Whitestown is perhaps Cooley's best kept secret, but it is a really beautiful, charming part of this country. You're about 10 minutes drive into Carlingford, but also to town, passing Strandfield, Ballymascannon Hotel along the way. Great hiking, mountain walks. Wow, honestly, there's so much to do in this area. So folks, thank you for joining me on this virtual viewing. If you have any questions, please do let me know and I will be delighted to answer them. Thank you very much.